Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there right off the bat. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack by Jordan Willis. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 54.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alton Robinson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
20 on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Switch.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Rams 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Check. Check hot, bro. Hot, hot. Hey, 50. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 20. 50, 50. 27. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got it. Easy, easy. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Hey, man.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Hardman on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
59! 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check, check. Fresno.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Stafford. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Easy. Yellow. He's coming. We got double up.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 40-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Yeah. Mike 6.
Now here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check attack. 45, Mike, 45. Watch the out.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 23-yard line.
Check. 45. Attack. 45.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
45, Rams 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Rams 26.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 23-yard line.
One last throw here for Stanford. They'll roll him out right. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.